Hello, this is Adrian with Powercode, and in today's training, we're going to look at reporting in Powercode. So before we actually dive into the reports module, it is important to note that anywhere that you have a list of information in Powercode, typically you'll see in the bottom right there's this export data piece. So whether it be just this list of active customers that we want to look at right here, and can export that data into CSV or PDF. It could be infrastructure, it could be any number of things, even outside of the reporting module itself. So keep that in mind as you're hunting for data. We'll go ahead and dive right into the reporting piece though. Now we have over 75 reports pre-built for you in Powercode, categorized by the different types of behaviors here. So let's take a look at a couple really helpful ones. And we oftentimes get asked about accounts with balance due. These are just who still owes you guys money. You can see that right here. And anything blue obviously is hot links, so you can click into the individual accounts and get more information if you want. And a lot of these financial ones especially, we have these handy totals at the bottom. We can go back and look at look and see what people's payments have been and any failed payments. If we look at a detail of customer balances, that will show us a breakdown. I actually have no idea what this report is, Jerry. Let's back off that. I'm looking for a specific one. So we're going to pretend like I'm just coming out of that accounts with balance due. We can go down and we can see what type of payments we've received by clicking on the payments received report. You can set the date range at the top, and this is broken down by the type of payments that you've brought in and processed, even down to the individual type of credit card. We can also take a look at temporary grace period, so you can see anyone that has one active right now and what's going on there. I'm not going to go through all the reports, but you get the idea. A couple other really handy reports to look at is the ticketing dashboard, which is more of a dashboard than a report. This is a fantastic way to actually motivate your staff. We have some of our customers that will run incentive programs based off data they find here. So we see the overall information for tickets, categories, any of the tags here. You can click on these and we'll take you right into the ticket module again. But you can go down to individual users and you can see the status, whether or not they have active or in waiting progress tickets, and the leaderboard for initial response and completion. You can also see the average completion time and the average response time. And again, with this being dummy data, that's not as cool as it could be, but once you get it up and running for yourself, definitely go in and take a look. There's some neat stuff in here. Same information on that last screen, but also broken down by groups. You can run departmental challenges if you choose. Got a bunch of equipment reports here. Feel free to click around and play with those. A couple others I did want to point out are the account class report. It is extremely valuable when trying to hunt down what's happening with your receivables. It is a little bit more advanced than some of our other reports. And you go ahead and set the date here. Again, we don't have payments in here, so it's not going to be super helpful. Let's see what it'll kick for me. I'm going to go back and redo that. So go ahead and set the date range in here. And we'll back it off to November through today, run that report. And then you're going to see the date range here. You can download this as Excel, of course, but it's going to be broken up into the account classes. In another training video, we talk about the significance and importance of account classes and having them properly broken out. This doesn't look right. I'm missing some stuff. Sorry, Jerry. Let's take it back from there again. So you just set a date range here. We're going to go back a little ways and make sure we grab everything and then run that report. So now you're going to see the date range it was ran for. We can download it here And then we do talk about account classes and the significance of those in another training video. So you want to make sure those are set up right, because that's really critical to make sure your money's going in the right buckets and you can keep track of it. You can see you can scroll down here and see both credits and debits with totals for all the information here. Or if you're looking for something specific, like what is that other income we're after? Right down here in the other monthly income. That's weird. You can click on that and it will give you a breakdown of exactly what it is. This is of course also exportable, and you can go in and look at this individual customer and go, I wonder why Marks has this here, and jump right in there to their account. Back in the reports again, we also have an account subclass report which will show some of your tax breakdowns. And again, not a whole lot of data here, but you get the idea of what we're looking at. One of the other ones I wanted to show was down in this scheduling and services report, both the completed jobs, which will give you a list of just the completed jobs, show you the check-in, check-out time, as well as all the template information. So when we talked in the scheduling video about setting up job templates, not only does it have the duration and the time on the calendar, but also that template at the end where you have to fill out a completion form. This is where the end result of that lives. Let's actually grab one more day on here. And then we can see our failures down here. These were the accounts that didn't go through. But then up here we have the successes. And so again, you can start to see this is all the freeform information that you put in for each individual template. You can start grabbing this data, pull it out into Excel, and start seeing what's happening over time with your signal strength or any other information you want to keep track of in here. The last specific report I wanted to look at was the financial dashboard. Real good way to keep a pulse of your business, see how you're doing, call out trends. And again, all of this is permissionable. So make sure you set your permissions, because you probably don't want your employees necessarily diving in here and seeing all this information, but it is here for your consumption if you'd like it. Anywhere we have a chart or a picture, you'll also see you can print that out, or you can download an image of it. So again, we could go through every single report here, but I don't think that'd be really beneficial to anyone. The last, there's some FCC reporting in here. There's a red flag report that will show you any of your users that it feels are clicking on too many accounts. Your event logs, timesheets if you have your time tracking turned on, tech timesheets based on the checking in and out of job. A lot of really good stuff here. If you have any questions on specifics and what they're used for, definitely make sure to reach out on that. Before we leave reports, I wanted to mention that if there's anything here that you don't see that you want, please reach out to us. As we mentioned, one of the great things about Powercode is we're MySQL based. So that means this report right here I actually built, and I'm saying, okay, I want to know any customers that have their grace period set to more than 5 days. Our standard grace period on this account is 5 days, so I want to see anyone who's in that exception area. So that is right here, and it shows me the days. Well, as you see, this is a pretty cool report with a clickable user ID here, which will take you into the individual account so you can see if there's any notes justifying those grace periods. But to get that, all I did was click on this plus sign, or if we want to look at the specific one here, we can see, if you click on the pencil here, this is just a simple SQL query. And we can go in here and you can set the type, whether or not it's a date range or standard, throw a description and a name in there. You can choose your own icon from all these, and then just put in your SQL query. Hit update report, and then anyone who comes after you just has to click that button like I did, and they'll get the result of the report. If you don't know SQL, then by all means reach out to some of our people. We'll be happy to write a report for you so you can get the information you need. That's Powercode reporting in a nutshell. Remember, just because it's not in these reports doesn't mean we can't get it for you. We store everything, well, you store everything on your server in Powercode. There's so much data there. So never let I can't find it in here be a frustration for you. We'll help you get at it and be more efficient. For those needs, any other questions, you can email us at support@powercode.com or give us a buzz at 920-351-1010. Thank you.